missed it.
I missed it. You can kind of see it, just not very well.
There's some big storms on it. Did you know that's the deepest lake in Maine?
No, I didn't.
I thought Moosehead was, but that is.
Wow, must be really deep.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a lot of dirt.
There's an opening right up here.
Kind of see it. Oh, look. That is pretty.
Boy, you wouldn't get a camp on there for less than $1 million. I know you.
Oh, no.
Huh?
I said, oh, no.
No.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So we are back from yet another trip to pick up a cow. So this is our third one in about a month, I think, less than a month. This is definitely it for a while. We're trying to fill up the barn, so right now we'll have one empty stall. Once we get our heifers in from out back, we have our 2 Jersey heifers that need to come in. For the winter, they're all bred and everything, so we're gonna be bringing them in. Which reminds me something exciting that I wanted to tell you guys. We had the vet over the other night to check Primrose, the last cow that we picked up, is actually 2 months bred with that Jersey bull that we said we weren't sure if she got bred with. She is in fact bred, so that is exciting. She's gonna have a little Jersey Holstein cross. I was really happy about that. But getting back to today, so this trip was about a 2.5-hour trip. Everything went as planned. We took our enclosed trailer, and we did make sure we had a spare for this. Made sure everything was all good. We had Jack and everything with us, but everything went great. And we went and picked up a milking shorthorn. So we got her inside. She had kind of a long trip, so we tied her, we put a collar on her, and we had a lead rope hooked to the collar, and we hooked her to the trailer with enough slack so that she could lay down and everything and reach down to get her food. Somehow she got the collar off, and she was just wandering around in the trailer, not happy at all. She was banging around in there, but we figured she was better off because she kept getting her horns caught in the lead rope and everything. So she's not a rider. She certainly didn't have a good time, but she's calmed down now. Her name is Moxy. She is a little over 2.5-year-old milking shorthorn who just calved for the first time. We actually thought about purchasing her calf. She's actually using the water bowl. I'll go turn it on for you, honey. Didn't know you knew how. There. So anyway, she is milking. Like I said, we were gonna take her calf. That's originally what we called for, and then we found out they had her, and they were getting rid of her as well, so we ended up just getting her instead of her and the calf, because it was just obviously a better price to just get her, and we don't honestly need another calf. Just went with her instead. Brent is back right now. I can hear him. He's gonna, oh, I gotta go help him. Crap, he's got a rat veil. I'm supposed to help him open it. we made it halfway around with a bale of baleage that we're going to be feeding them tonight because, by the way, it is like 4 o'clock and we really need to get into milking. I feel like every time we go for a road trip, we get back like just in the nick of time to start milking. So she is liking the baleage, that's for sure. She just took like a massive mouthful and I thought she was going to choke herself. I don't think she's ever had baleage before, so she's pretty excited about that. And now she's just kind of chilling because she's like, geez, I almost killed myself that first time, so better calm down. There's Prim, by the way. So yeah, finishing the story of how we got her. So the people that had her, very nice people. They had 3 other milk cows and they just sold raw milk, so they didn't really need everybody. So they decided to get rid of her. Got her for a decent price. She is a full-blooded shorthorn. She has a really nice bag. I'll take you back and show you. She didn't make much milk today because she's had a stressful day, so she doesn't have a whole lot in her, but she does have a nice square udder. I like her little white marking she has on her bag. So yeah, we'll see how she does. She has been milked with a machine, so she should be okay there. We were a little worried that she wasn't going to cross the gutter, but she decided to cross where the plate was, so she literally just had to walk in. So that's usually the only problem we have with cows that haven't been in a tie stall barn before, is getting them over the gutter. Usually when they go in the first time, after that, they're absolutely fine. So hopefully she won't even notice it the next time she comes in, but I think she's a little peeved. She's very friendly. She's halter broke. Aren't you, Moxy? She said, I'm not happy. You're a mean person. You know that? So we're going to finish going around with this and then get the girls inside. I do have to move the skid steer first. So let's do that. By the way, if you are new here, thank you so much for watching. I'm Taylor and I work on a dairy farm in Central Maine. Make videos all about crazy farm life, so if you enjoy that kind of thing, please don't forget to subscribe. Right now, we need to get to work. Open the door so we don't accidentally back right into it. Easy, girls. Jeez. And Neil.
They're like, hey, who's that over here?
They didn't even notice her. Everybody's just walking by like, whatever. There's hay.
I bet the... Nope, I thought she might go in there.
There's the fresh cow.
Huh?
So there's the fresh cow.
Yeah.
Alright, so very unexciting. They don't care about her, which is good, I guess. There's Milo, our other shorthorn. Minus the horns, obviously. This is the other new cow that we got from the auction. This is Candy, and she's doing really well too. You wouldn't even know she was new here. She just comes in like a normal cow, and she's like, yep, been here forever. We got all the cows in and hooked up, and now we're just putting a bale out on the pad for them, which needs to be cleaned off. It is getting a little bit dirty, but it's nice and dry, so no problems there. Once it rains, we'll clean it up, because it's actually a lot easier to clean off the concrete when it's wet. Putting out a green bale for them just to keep them up here, because we are going to be letting the new cow outside tonight. Just because she seems like she might get a little crazy in the barn. By the way, don't let the way I'm dressed fool you. It's not cold out, it's like 65. I'm just being a ninny. Ready?
Colder.
Do you, what?
Colder.
A little bit.
Not bad though. Almost November.
I know. It's actually really beautiful though. Yeah. Professional. Nicely done. I said, looks professional. Nicely done. Alright, we've got all the before chore... What am I saying? Before milking chores finished. and we're just gotta get now. Oh my word, I can't talk. Now we've just got to get into milking. Sorry guys, I don't know what is wrong with me right now. A lot of you guys have been asking if certain cows take certain stalls, and our cows really will just take any stall that's available. We have a few. Hi Nelson, that's a barn cat. You can come say hi. Hi. We have a few cows that do pick certain areas in the barn that they want to be, like certain, like my side or Brent's side or the lower half or the upper half. But Prim, the new cow that we just got, she wants to be there. If she can't be there, she doesn't want to be anywhere. So that is Prim's spot. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just pet me and stop talking to the camera, you weirdo. I did want to mention that some of you guys are probably thinking, like, if you bring new cows in all the time, aren't you afraid some of your cows are going to get sick from that cow or some disease that that cow has that your herd doesn't? You always have to be afraid of that. That's just something that you have to take a look at the cow personally and see how healthy it is and make your own decisions on that. It's always a risk, but we like to get cows that have been treated very similar to the way we treat our cows. And a few questions that we always ask is, does she have any drugs in her? That way we know we can milk her in. If she's a milk cow, have she ever had any problems being sick or anything like that? And just questions like that that you can ask that just kind of cut down on the probability of getting a problem cow. And obviously just looking at them, you can kind of tell, you know, if it's a healthy cow or not, or if it's been treated well or not. So those are just some of the things that we kind of make sure of when we are looking at a new cow. It's pretty easy to tell when a cow is gonna be a problem, but every once in a while you do get a cow that is gonna bring something in. It hasn't happened in a very, very long time here. You just have to be really, really careful with stuff like that. Actually, auctions are usually a little bit more dangerous in that aspect. Ooh, what are you doing? She likes to bite necklaces. I don't know what that's all about. It kind of freaks me out when she's that close to my neck. Anyway, we do have to get going, so I will get back to you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, so it is 2 days later. We haven't really been up to much. It's been weather pretty much like it is right now. You can probably tell it's windy. It's in the 40s and really blustery, so it feels extremely cold. But it's nice and sunshiny right now, so it's not too bad. But mostly all that we've been up to is spreading manure. I think we've done 3 days straight so far, and we've really gotten a big dent in it. So I did want to update you guys on that and kind of show you how far we had gotten. So we've got just a little bit of the, not liquid, but you know, the less solid stuff, just a little bit of that left. We've got pretty much everything cleaned out of the bottom. We haven't started in on that corner yet. I think we can probably do a little bit of this corner as well. Well, we have gotten several of the large fields done. Some of you guys have been asking if we can do everything that we want to do. Where we pasture our cows, it is really hard to get any manure stored up over the summertime because they're outside most of the time. They're not in the barn unless they're, you know, being milked or hanging out in the free stall in the later, hottest part of the day. Basically by the fall we have very little manure. Whatever we've cleaned off the pad and out of the free stall and just whatever comes out of the barn, which we run every other day in the summer. Right now we're running it every day, but it's mostly just because they're inside a little bit longer because of the way we've been feeding them a little bit differently. So we do have a little bit more because of that. But long story short, we don't really have enough to spread all that we would like to do, but the benefits of raising the cows really outweighs the fact that we don't have a whole abundance of manure to spread in the fall. We do have a lot in the spring, obviously, because the cows spend a lot of time inside in the winter, so that makes up for it. We get most of the larger fields done, and then by springtime we do the rest of them, and it ends up working out really well. And lately we've been getting a lot better crops, so I don't know if we've been kind of getting ahead a little bit with the manure situation, or whether it's just the wetter years we've been having that are helping. We have been getting heavier crops, so that helps a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to update you guys on, other than spreading and running to get a cow. I'm gonna move where it's a little less windy. I'm kind of staying out of the free stall, which does need to be cleaned, because the shorthorn bull that we have borrowed from somebody, he's acting a little sketchy lately. He just keeps watching me, specifically me, and I don't know, giving me this nasty face expression, so I'm trying to stay away from him. We did work on the skid steer one day and fixed a hydraulic leak. It just ended up being another seal gone in it, so we did fix that. We just had to take the whole thing off. It's a longer job because it's a little bit more involved, but it's not a hard job to do, so we did that. And a couple other things, but that's basically it. I'm gonna step in here where it's a little bit warmer. We're basically in that phase like right before you buckle down for winter, so there's really not like a whole lot that needs to be done right now. We've pretty much gotten everything winterized that needs to be. All the big jobs that we need to get done are covered. The only things we need to do is get the doors on the Kubota, Put the windows in the barn eventually. Usually we don't do that until mid-November. Then put the doors in the barn and make sure those are all covered. But those are just the basic things that we need to accomplish before winter gets here. So it's been kind of slow. I know this was probably a short video and probably not a very interesting one. But I didn't want to show you guys more manure spreading because I figured you guys have seen a lot of that in the last video. So probably didn't want to see more of that. But hope you guys did enjoy this video anyway. And if you did, please don't forget to like and comment down below. It helps us reach more people. And obviously I love to hear from you guys as well. I know I don't answer a lot of the comments, but I try to answer as many as I can. And all the stories you guys tell and things you share are just really interesting. And I love hearing that side of things. So until next time, keep it real, keep farming, and I hope you'll join us in the next video. Bye guys.